What's up, everyone? This is Roots of Black once again bringing you the New Testament. Yes, the book of Matthew. We already went over chapter 1. A lot of people feelings are going to be hurt of the 200 people because, it's up now. It's 80 people. It's like 200 people total looking at videos. I don't expect any more than that. YouTube and Rumble, and they're not going to allow this. They can't. I mean, you got to think about this, right? If 66.6% of the earth is destined to die because they are antichrist, like anti-the Christ. They are antichrist. If you allow, like it's already written. The scriptures are already written. We're just living them right now. We're going forward in them until it gets to that point. So they're already written. So nobody can stop that. Which means that if someone is actually out here to try to either find the 33% or try to turn you into one of them, there's no way that they're going to let a lot of people see this. Just letting you know that. It's just common mathematics. It's just using your brain that not a lot of people are going to see these videos. When we were first doing these videos, wink wink, when we were first doing these videos, millions of people saw them. Yeah, this was before YouTube started terminating channels. So we had millions of people who saw them, and most of the people were just there just to ridicule them. They wasn't there to learn because the numbers start dwindling. And you mean you know this because someone's watching something because YouTube's thousands of people saw it because you made a title that's controversial, like like saying Jesus is the devil. That will be controversial. You'll have people coming in, and of course, it'll show all the watch count, but they're not listening to anything because they just saw the title when they're already mad. So they're just sitting over here, just commenting on your videos, not even really listening. And then when you start saying stuff that people don't like, it just goes over their head. They don't even understand it. They're not even at that point to do this. And then, of course, the first wave of YouTube deletion, so like the first wave of YouTube deletion wasn't bad. It was one of those prepare yourself. And so you lose people and then you build up another channel. And you're telling them what's going on. And so you can see that the people that are really, really trying to be with you, they'll find you, you have the contact, they'll find your channel, and then your channel, so basically you saw your channel being big and it gets smaller every time they ban you for something. They'll figure out a way to ban you into the point where they got the terms of services where you can't say anything anymore. But that's how it went down. So every time you got banned, and sometimes they would just unsubscribe people to you because that's what was going on, and then you'll never find the person because they never, they was only there in the first place to. So think about this, right? Because YouTube unsubscribe people all the time. So let me teach you something. So if I once had a million followers, I never had that many, but it would have got to that point if they didn't stop me in the first place. So if I had a million followers, right, and they start unsubscribing people, the people that want to learn this, they would always find me. The people who were just there to hate me, I'm just going to vanish from their cipher because they wasn't there to learn anyway. They were just there to cause problems, and then YouTube would just recommend and show them the stuff that they want, and then show them their subscriptions. And since they're not subscribed to me anymore, out of sight, out of mind. So that's another way they'll weaken your channel. So it's not hard to weaken channels on Earth anymore. So now we're going to do chapter 2. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east, saying, where is he that is born the King of Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard these things, he was troubled, and all the Jerusalem with him. See, that part right there was actually going on. And when he heard, he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, and he demanded them, of them where the Christ should be born. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, thus it is written by the prophets. So just went over there and went through the book, and that's what it said. So that's why it says, and and thou Bethlehem in the land of Judah, and you see it says she says Judea right there, and it says Judah right here, which doesn't make any sense at all. And thou, and I would say thou, and not the least amongst the priests of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor, and shall rule my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when he have found him, bring me word again that I may come and worship him also. So he was trying to tell him he was going to worship him. When they have heard the king and departed, and lo, the star which they saw was in the east, went before them till it came and stood over them where the young child was. Okay, so that star actually did happen, and it's crazy that you go back and research and you'll find that out. They know this when the star appeared. You go back and look there. So you see Herod, I don't even know if I can say this out loud and still have my channel. So no, I can't. So if you want to know what I was going to say right there, say, talk to me about chapter 2, about Herod and he called the wise man and why he pretended to be nice. Okay, so when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east. Okay, the child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw a young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshiped him. And you keep seeing the understanding of the Catholic thing of making sure, because they're the ones who brought you the Christian religion and what it is. They're going to make sure that they revere Mary. You should ask yourself, who's Mary and his mother, and fell down and worshiped him. And when they opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And being warned of God in the dreams, they should not return to Herod. They departed into their own, country another way. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in the dream, saying, arise, take the young child and his mother. He didn't say take the child and his wife, but that's supposed to be his wife. I'm trying to get you to see this. You need to start paying attention. It says take the child and your wife, and it says and his mother. So they're already showing you certain things that you can't see, brainwashing you. This word is brainwashing you. And flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word. For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. When he arose and took the child and his mother by night and departed unto Egypt. That's deep upon itself. I can't talk about that out loud. If you want to know, just ask me why he departed to Egypt. And was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt I have called my son. And, that they're going to always talk about that there. It says, then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceedingly wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and all of the coasts, therefore, from 2 years, old and under, according to the time which he had, diligently inquired of the wise men. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by, Jeremiah the prophet, saying, in Ramah there was a voice heard, lamentations and weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and would not be confronted because they are not. That's not it. That's not it. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. So, all right, I'm about to, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Ask me. You could, if you want to know, you can ask me about the part about Jeremiah and Ramah, where the voice was confronted and Rachel was weeping for her children, and they were not, would not be confronted because they were not. That's not it. That's not it. But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in the dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother, and once again not his wife, and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead which sought the young child's life. And he arose and took the young child and his mother and came into the land. But when he heard that Archelaus, I guess, did reign in Judea, the room of his father Herod, he was afraid to go thither. Now withstand being warned of God in a dream, and you come on you. And he turned aside into the parts of Galilee, and he came and he dwelt in the city called Nazareth, and it was might and I said and why do I keep saying and? That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet. He called, shall be called a Nazarene. So they're sitting here. Someone. I'm trying to get you to understand this. Someone, while they're writing this, is reading the book as they write this. I'm just telling you this. That's what they're doing. This is the matter from heaven. Hallelujah.